Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for today's video because I'm doing something a little bit different, and I'm going to be talking about 10 things that the most attractive women never ever do. These are tips and tricks that I personally learned and picked up over the years. I have made so many mistakes in the past, and the older and more mature that I get, and now especially that I am a new mom, I really pay attention to these things. So I wanted to share some of these tips and tricks with you so that you can elevate your style and elevate your overall look and always look and feel your best, because that is my primary goal, to always help you guys look and feel your best. So without further ado, let's hop right in. So the first thing that the most attractive women never ever do is forget about hygiene in general and oral hygiene especially. In my opinion, I think the worst thing that you can do is not take care of your overall hygiene. I know it sounds like such a stupid thing, but you'd be so surprised about how many people kind of forget about their hygiene and oral hygiene and don't take care of themselves. And I personally find that so unattractive, whether you are a male or female. It's something that you should never ever do. So make sure that you take care of your overall hygiene, that you are showering on a regular basis, that you are using deodorant if you need to, that you are taking care of your oral hygiene, not just for aesthetic reasons but also for health reasons. If you don't take care of your oral hygiene, you can actually have a lot of other health issues associated with that. So that's why always make sure that you are on top of things and taking care of your teeth, because you only have one set of teeth. The next thing that the most attractive women never ever do is over apply makeup. Now, I have personally been guilty of over applying makeup back in the day. A few years ago, I was really into the whole YouTube beauty community space, and I was trying to emulate all of these beauty gurus and their amazing techniques, except I'm not a professional makeup artist. And instead of having my makeup look Instagram ready, I looked like cake face. My makeup did not do any justice for me. It just made me look older. It made my skin appear much worse than it actually was. So now when it comes to makeup, my motto is less is more. Nowadays, I use a very lightweight tinted moisturizer on my skin, and I only spot conceal wherever I really need it. And I like to keep the makeup on my skin very light and fresh. That way you look younger, you look fresher, your makeup looks and wears better all day long, and you avoid the dreaded cake face. Another thing that the most attractive women never ever do is expose too much skin. Now, when I was a teenager, I liked to experiment with all kinds of different styles, and I thought that I was looking super cute whenever I exposed more skin. Now that I'm older and wiser, I realize that you really don't have to show so much skin to look sexy and sophisticated. In fact, I personally believe that the more you cover up, as long as you style it in a very flattering way, I think it could look even more sexy the more covered up you are. For example, turtlenecks. I never ever used to think that turtlenecks were considered sexy, but now I feel like as long as you style it in a way that flatters your body, that gives your body a little bit more shape, you can make it look so beautiful. So I wanted to share with you some of my favorite pieces that don't show a lot of skin and show you how I would personally style them. So the first piece I want to share with you is a turtleneck. So this is a turtleneck from Lily Silk. You guys know my love for Lily Silk. They have the best, highest quality, most luxurious basics at such an affordable cost, and they are made from such beautiful fabrics. This is a silk blend turtleneck. I have this one in a cream shade and also in a black shade. For full transparency, I wanted to quickly mention that this portion of the video is sponsored by Lily Silk, but as always, all of my opinions are 100% my own, and I only talk about the things that I'm truly passionate about. And I have been working with Lily Silk for this entire duration of the year so far, and I would not continue to work with them if I didn't love their pieces. So a simple turtleneck like this is such an easy piece to style to make it look a little bit more sexy. And one of my favorite ways is just to belt it around the waist. This is going to give your silhouette more shape. It's going to cinch you in at the waist and really highlight the smallest part of your waist. And this is actually flattering on all types of body shapes and sizes, whether you are super petite or you're a little bit fuller. It's just about playing around with the placement of the belt. So I personally like to belt it around the smallest part of my waist. If you are a little bit fuller, I'd recommend tying your belt or cinching your belt a little bit higher, just under the bust, and that will create the most flattering silhouette for your body type. Another one one of my favorite ways to style a turtleneck to give it more shape is to tuck it into a pair of high-waisted bottoms, whether it's a pair of high-waisted trousers or denim or a skirt. I think it is such a beautiful, flattering look for anyone. So this turtleneck that I'm showing you now is another turtleneck from Lily Silk. It's the exact same turtleneck that I'm wearing now, except in black. So as you can see, there are so many different ways that you can style it and still look sexy without showing too much skin. And the last piece that I wanted to show you guys as an example to this point is this beautiful white dress shirt. I feel like a dress shirt is a staple in everyone's closet. This is another piece from Lily Silk and it is super luxurious. My personal favorite way of wearing a dress shirt like this to make it look sexy without showing too much skin is, again, tucking it in to a pair of high-waisted bottoms. So as you can see, there are so many ways to style your outfit without showing too much skin. And in my opinion, I think this is a lot more attractive than just exposing everything you've got. Lily Silk was also so kind to hook you guys up with this amazing discount code that I will leave across my screen here, where you can save a lot of money on these beautiful, luxurious basics that you will have in your wardrobe forever and ever. So definitely take advantage of it because their pieces sell out very, very fast. And I will also leave all of this information in my description box down below. The next thing the most attractive women never ever do is forget about their hair health. I think your hair is such an important part of your overall look. I used to use and abuse my hair to the fullest. I used to dye it all sorts of different hair colors. I used to bleach it. I used to heat style it on a daily basis. And my hair was so ruined and so damaged, no outfit on the entire planet would be able to salvage that. So over the last couple of years, I've been taking my hair health very seriously. I have been giving it a lot of TLC, doing a lot of deep conditioning hair masks on it. I try to limit my heat styling to once or twice a week if I absolutely have to. And I really saturate it in a lot of nourishing and hydrating oils and serums to make sure that it is always looking its best. Just like your hair, another thing that the most attractive women never ever do is forget about their skin health. Skin health is such an important part of making sure that you look and feel your best. I cannot emphasize how important it is to really evaluate your skin and know your skin type and use products that are specifically formulated for your skin type. Now, personally, I suffer from very dry skin, so I like to focus on products that have really hydrating and moisturizing ingredients that are going to hydrate my skin and really quench its thirst when it needs it most. Now that these seasons are transitioning and it's starting to get really cold and dry outside, I like to add some extra moisture to my skin, and one of my all-time favorite powerhouse ingredients is hyaluronic acid. So if you guys don't know, hyaluronic acid is a naturally existing compound that we have inside our bodies. It is actually a water attracting molecule. So when you use a really high quality hyaluronic acid on the surface of your skin, what it does is attract water molecules to the surface of the skin. It hydrates that area and also plumps it up. So if you haven't used products with hyaluronic acid yet, I highly recommend you try it out. I'm gonna link some of my favorite products in the description box down below. So that way, if you are interested in trying something out and you don't know where to begin, you can just look at my references down below. Another thing that I never see the most attractive women do is wear over-the-top loud clothing, like loud prints, loud colors. In my personal opinion, I feel that a woman's beauty really shines through when she is wearing more neutral tones, more muted and subtle patterns, because I feel like whenever a woman wears, or in general, anyone wears anything that is too loud, like neon colors and really loud prints, it really takes away from their overall beauty. It's very distracting, and I personally just don't think it's a very flattering look. I do think that if you want to add a pop of color to your look, a great way to do that is with a bold lip color or accessories like a really bold handbag. That is something that I love to do, and it's a great way to incorporate color into your look without being too loud and obnoxious. Attractive women also never abandon their health and their exercise routine. I feel like so many of the most attractive women that I know and that I have seen really take their overall health and well-being very seriously. For the most part, their diet is super clean and very nutritious. I kind of like to think of my body as like an expensive car, and you only want to make sure that you're putting the most clean and expensive gasoline into your car's engine, because if you're going to be using the cheap stuff, it's going to start breaking down and things are not going to be working properly. So that's why I personally like to eat things that will nourish my body and that I know that are good for my body, and I try to eat that way 90% of the time. 10% of the time I like to indulge in the foods that I'm really craving. I'm not saying you should cut them out completely, so try to have like a 90-10 balance, and always remember that whatever you put into your body is kind of like medicine. It's like preventative medicine, and it's going to keep you looking and feeling your best from the inside out. Same thing goes for making sure that you drink enough water every single day, and same thing goes with exercise. I always try to get at least 30 minutes of some kind of physical activity every single day. Now, it's been impossible for me to do that since I just had a baby a few weeks ago, and I'm still waiting to get to 6 weeks postpartum so that my doctor can clear me to exercise. But while I was pregnant, it was really important for me to be physically active all throughout my pregnancy, and I was going on walks on a daily basis. And as soon as I get the go ahead from my doctor, I'm definitely going to get back into being more physically active. And I personally feel that in my experience, being physically active every single day has definitely made me feel so much better, especially when I was suffering with really bad pregnancy symptoms and I was starting to feel sore everywhere. Anytime I would feel that way, I would just go for a walk, and after my walk, I would feel so much better. The next thing the most attractive women never ever do is not get enough sleep. Now, this has been impossible for me to do lately because I have a newborn and I am up all night long with my baby, because my baby at the moment likes to sleep all day and party all night. So I am really trying to take naps whenever I have the opportune moment to do so, and I really can't wait until my baby is on somewhat of a schedule so that I can start getting proper sleep at night again. Getting proper sleep is so important to make sure that everything in your body is working properly, that all of your organs are replenishing themselves and all your cells are regenerating, and that your digestive system is working properly and that your brain is working properly. So always make sure that you're getting adequate sleep, and try to be on some kind of a schedule so that your body starts to learn to wind down after a specific time, and that way you'll always feel well rested. One of the things that drives me nuts and automatically makes a person look less attractive to me is when they wear excessive fragrance. I think that is one of the most unpleasant things that somebody can do, whether it is excessive fragrance or it's a really overpowering strong fragrance. Now, this could just be my own opinion, but I personally think that it makes even the most attractive person look less attractive when they are going overboard with the fragrance. So my motto with fragrance is, again, less is more. I always think that's a lot more effective and a lot more pleasant to be around than literally drenching yourself in a fragrance. So I just wanted to put that out there just so you can maybe consider that for yourself and the people around you. Another thing that the most attractive women never do is buy clothing or accessories that look super cheap. I used to be guilty of this in the past. I used to buy things just because I thought they were really cool or trendy, and I never thought about the long term. I never thought about sustainability, which is also very wasteful. Now, when I buy things, I always consider longevity. I always think about how I can mix and match it with different pieces in my closet. And the pieces that I do buy now, I make sure that they are high quality, that they won't fall apart after several wears, and that I'll be able to get a lot of wear out of them. The textile industry is one of the biggest polluters in the entire world, so I am really trying to be aware of that whenever I am purchasing things, and whenever possible I try to support secondhand. I mentioned this to you guys so many times in my videos, and I really hope it's coming across and inspiring you guys to shop secondhand a lot more, because I honestly think that not only is it way better for the environment, but I also think that you can find such amazing pieces secondhand that you would not be able to find otherwise. And it's one of my favorite activities to do, if I'm not gonna lie, because whenever I find something that I am obsessed with and I find it secondhand and I get it at an amazing price, it's just like a high for me. And I wanted to throw in one more bonus tip for you guys. This is one more thing that I think the most attractive women never ever do, and that is worrying about being too perfect. I honestly think that the most attractive people in the entire world are those that have imperfections and embrace their imperfections. I feel like in today's world of social media, it is so easy to get caught up in all of these photoshopped images and everyone looking too perfect and done up. I think that it's so important to embrace your imperfections and not worry about looking like the next person or looking like a Kardashian. All right, you guys, so that wraps up today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Again, I wanted to thank Lily Silk for sponsoring this video, and I'm gonna leave my code for Lily Silk across the screen here. So if you did want to take advantage of it and save some money on some beautiful, luxurious basics that you will have in your wardrobe forever, definitely take advantage of it. Things sell out super fast on their website, so if you do see something that you love, I highly recommend you jump on it ASAP. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell to make sure you're notified every time I upload a new video. As always, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next one.